morning, everybody. I'm Ron Trevino coming to you from the KHOU newsroom. We hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening. We've got some headlines to talk about. Here's some of the stories that we're covering for 10 o'clock tonight, including, here's a strange one, an astronaut being accused of committing a crime up in space. Has that ever happened before? Has anybody ever made that kind of an allegation? Well, it has to do with a divorce. We're talking about astronaut Anne McClain. She's a rising star at NASA. There's a strong possibility she could become the first woman to walk on the moon. But back here on Earth, she's in the middle of a divorce and custody battle. The astronaut's estranged spouse, Summer Warden, spoke with reporters about the case today. She says at the heart of it is a 6-year-old son. But in the middle of all this, Warden claims she noticed some suspicious activity in her bank account. She says her personal account was hacked by the astronaut while she was on board the International Space Station. Now, we got a statement from the astronaut through her attorney, Rusty Hardin. Astronaut Anne McClain saying there's absolutely no truth to these claims that she's done anything wrong or inappropriate, that she is going through a painful and personal separation that is now unfortunately playing out in the media. But we are covering that story for you tonight. And also coming up, 18 people are recovering after a carbon monoxide leak at an apartment complex in northwest Harris County. It left 2 people in critical condition, including 7 kids, taken to the hospital, according to Cy Creek EMS. One person had to be taken to the hospital by lifeline after firefighters said they found dangerously high levels. This happened at the Ravenel Apartments in the 14,500 block of Cutton Road. Residents say that someone left their car running in a closed garage, which caused the leak of carbon monoxide there. Hey, how about some sports? We've got some breaking news in sports. A lot of Texans will see this as good news about an athlete who grew up in Houston. We're talking about Oliver Luck. I'm sorry, his son, Andrew Luck. Indianapolis Colts star Andrew Luck will reportedly retire from the NFL. This is coming from ESPN's Adam Schefter. He's saying that there's going to be a news conference on Sunday where Luck will announce his decision. As many of you know, Andrew, the son of Oliver Luck, grew up in the Houston area. He was a #1 overall draft pick in 2012, but he's been battling injuries seemingly every season. Most recently a calf issue that's held him out for much of the offseason. But a lot of people are going to be seeing this as good news for the Texans because Andrew Luck is a Texans killer, and he's always been one. Remember that playoff game last year? That was not pretty. And speaking of not pretty, up in Dallas right now, the Texans are stinking up the joint, losing to the Cowboys in a game where nothing is going right for the Texans. So far, I think they're losing 34-0. They're losing 34-0. People in the newsroom have stopped watching the game. Of course, we have a lot of more important things to do than watch them play badly to the Cowboys. But anyway, not a good night for the Texans. Obviously, we're going to be talking to the players and the coaches after the game, get their take on just what happened. Why did things turn so badly so quickly up there in Dallas for our Texans? So that's also coming up. So keep us on your phones through our app, the KHOU app. Turn on the push alerts for any kind of new developments between now and 10 o'clock. Go to our website, khou.com. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and everything else. And we're going to have details on all these stories and much more coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Until then, see ya.